In this movie, we'll discuss how to import media in Final Cut Pro. To begin, you'll need a library, which is like a high-level folder that houses groups of related events, media, and projects. If you're continuing work on an existing project, make sure you open the appropriate library by going to File, Open Library, and selecting the one you want. If you don't already have one, you can create one by going to File, New, and Library. I'll call this one Demo Library. Once you've created your library, you'll see that it's been populated with a Smart Collections folder, as well as an event folder named with the current date. You can rename that if you choose, but understand that events are the subfolders within your library to which you're going to import groups of related media. If your library is currently empty, you'll see a handy Import Media button here, which you can use. But if instead you're seeing media you've already imported and you want to import more, you can get to the Import Media function by using the handy arrow button in the top toolbar, by right or control clicking on the event folder and going to Import Media, or by choosing the File menu and going to Import Media. The Media Import window works very similar to Finder in the Mac OS, with a list of locations on the left side and a more detailed browser in the middle. It's useful to create shortcuts to places you're frequently going to be importing media from, such as the desktop. I've already done that here, but if I were going to do it for the first time, I would open my primary hard drive. I would select the Users folder, then open my username home folder, select Desktop, right-click, and choose Favorite. Navigate to where you're storing the media that you would like to import. Select the items you want using Command or Shift-click to select multiple items. And then double-check the options on the right side of the screen. Starting from the top, you can see that this shows which event the media will be added to in the library, with the option of creating a new one by selecting the second radio button. Below that, you can toggle whether Final Cut will make a copy of the selected media to save to your library, or whether it will work directly with the external files you've chosen without making a copy. It's recommended for most users to leave the Copy to Library option selected, so that the media files used in your movie stay within the library folder where they're easy to find. Keywords are another way to organize media within your libraries and events, and you can see here that Final Cut has the option of automatically generating keywords based on tags in Finder or the enclosing folder structure the media is in. Below that, if you know that you're importing audio that is specifically dialogue, effects, or music, you can use the selector here to pre-assign that role. For transcoding, if you leave these boxes unchecked, the video will be imported in whatever native format it was captured in, while checking the Optimize Media button will transcode a copy to Apple's ProRes 422 format, and the Proxy Media box will create a version in ProRes 422 Proxy, which has a smaller file size than ProRes 422. The Analyze and Fix section contains a lot of options for having Final Cut do some basic editing tasks for you, but explaining it all is outside of the scope of this movie. Once you've made sure the settings are how you want them, hit the Import Selected button to import your media. Once you've imported your media, you should see it displayed in the browser here. To begin editing, you'll need to have a project to use your media in. Think of projects as the actual timeline containing all of your clips, effects, and edits. You can create one by using the New Project button here, or by right or control clicking somewhere in your library and choosing New Project, or by going to File, New, and Project. Once you've created a project, you're ready to select media and add it to your timeline and begin the editing process.